Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ghostmet Gaming with me, Christopher, and this is Inscryption, and this is one of those weird ones, isn't it? Yeah, this is a weird game. Well, at its heart, it's not that weird, but the story here and the presentation of the story, oh, it's something different, alright. And having played it a little while, I've been basically playing for about an hour, which is about the same as what we're gonna do in this video. And while I understand a little bit, I think it's yeah, it is something extra. It is something extra. So, what is Inscryption? Well, at the core, it is a deck building game. It shares similarities with basically, well, actually, Neo Banners of Ruin that I did fairly recently. It's slightly similar to that one. Yeah, you're gonna see exactly what I'm saying when we get into the game. But this game has a very specific and significant story attached to it. And without actually saying too much, I think it's better that we just get right into it.
Okay, time to figure out what's on this thing.
And yeah, it's creepy, alright. Another challenger. It has been ages. We get the wibbly eyes over here. Perhaps you've forgotten how this game is played. So yeah, I had to restart because okay, here's the thing. Some games do this, and I'm not entirely sure I like it, and that is that it doesn't have save slots, which means that if you want to do what I'm doing, for example, just do another start from the beginning, or, you know, let's say you have a friend over who wants to try the game from the beginning, yeah, unlucky, you have to restart the game. I don't particularly like that. I don't exactly know why they do it, but if there's anything I would like to change about this game, it is indeed that you could have multiple save slots. Anyway, it means that we're going to go from the very beginning, so there will be a couple of explanations of how to play the game. And, you know, they're not too excessive, so I think it's fine to have it in the video. So, allow me to remind you, let's tutorialize how we play. So, play the squirrel card, and if we have a look at our cards, this is our hand, this is me playing. So we have a squirrel, we have a stoat, we have two wolves. Now, how this game works, it's a bit brutal in a way. I mean, sure, it's just cards, but it is a bit brutal. Because you see a little blood drop here. Obviously, all of this is going to be explained in just a second, but I just wanted to show you. The blood drop actually means that we need to sacrifice things on the table in order to play it. So in order to play the wolf, we actually need to sacrifice two other cards that we have already played. We are only, I believe, playing sort of, well, animals mainly. As far as I played, I haven't picked up anything else. So yeah, in order to get these two wolves out, we actually need two animals to die. And the stoat needs only one, the squirrel needs nothing. So obviously squirrels is what we're gonna be sacrificing mainly. At the bottom, fairly standard, you have your attack, you have your health, it's basically like other games. So let's start by placing the squirrel. We are playing on the four bottom rows here, not four rows, the four bottom places here. Our enemy uses these four, and if we look up there, our enemy always places their cards over here just to show what is going to happen. Whatever is here gets moved into here and then takes an action. So right now it doesn't matter where we play it, we can play the squirrel here. We now go over to our stoat, and indeed we need to sacrifice something. So let's kill off the squirrel, an honorable death indeed, and now play the stoat. And the stoat is kind of fun. He does a bit of talking to us over the course of the game, which is just amazing. So ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. So click the button, and indeed my stoat is unopposed. There's nothing in the space, you can say, the space in front of it. So we will actually say that the number at the bottom left is attack power, namely 1, and it will attack this, whatever our opponent is. So your stoat dealt 1 damage, I added it to the scale, and what it added was indeed a tooth, because obviously we score in teeth, why wouldn't we? You win if you hit my side all the way down. That is the goal. Like this. It's a weird hand poking at it. My turn. So he will now... This is, yeah, tutorializing, so this is actually not how it's going to go in reality. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. So now you attack, you reduce 2 health from my stoat. Indeed, and that means your stoat's health is 2 less, very, very standard. And also, obviously, if a creature health reaches 0, it dies. And there's no, like, hitting back or anything. He attacked for 2, I lost 2. My 1 didn't matter for my opponent's health. That is only on my turn. Good thing to know. So, my turn again. So, you may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a squirrel. How dull. Oh, shush you. Because what I can do now, I can place a squirrel. And now, I can place a wolf. So, sadly, both the squirrel and the stoat is going to die. And hey, stop, he says. And now we can place the wolf right here. And oh, I forgot to actually read what it said over there. And there we go. I have placed the wolf. I can't do anything with this wolf. So let's end the turn and make sure that this thing dies. Because you're learning, I will pass. So again, the choice, random card from your deck or the certainty of a squirrel. So obviously we have regular cards. We don't actually sort of have the squirrel cards. They are just there for us to have something to sacrifice. These are sort of the regular cards that we have in here. But I'm just gonna take another squirrel. And he doesn't say anything about it. Cool. Let's place the squirrel. And we can't really do anything right now because obviously I don't want to sacrifice these 2 for another wolf. That's stupid because I already have the wolf. So that's attack. Squirrel doesn't attack at all. So 3 damage dealt, 3 weights on the scale. You know you can play more than 1 card per turn, right? Well, not really because I don't have anything. And he again passes because we are in tutorial land. A squirrel in hand or a card from the bush. No, more squirrels. More squirrels. Because now, obviously, I can place the wolf, and I'm gonna basically overkill, because we're already basically winning, and I'm gonna deal 6 damage. So that's gonna go over, and actually in his little bowl there. You won this match. It won't be all so easy. No, they certainly will not. Let me recall your story. And this is where the story elements come into place. And this is, as far as I've understood anything, this... guy, or whatever it is. We're in his little cabin in the woods, I guess. And I don't know who I am, but as he says, he's recalling my story. Oh yes. So, we are now in the woods, lost deep in the forest. And there's a little marker. A single path revealed itself. And indeed, now we're just gonna follow this. So this looks obviously like many other games. Slay the Spire, for example. Right now, only one choice can be made, but as we progress, we're gonna have more choices. So this occasions, 2 denizens of the forest approach you tentatively. That was a weird word for me to say. The caustic adder, damage from its poison bite is always lethal. That is cool, so you basically always kill. Very, very nice. Or an undying cat. Sacrificing the poor beast does not kill it. And yeah, from playing for about an hour, the cat is amazing. Sure, it does have a cost, so you actually do need to sacrifice something, but as long as you, or rather, as soon as you have it, you have a sure way to sacrifice things. Now, granted, there might be a possibility that it actually isn't good, which is obviously that it never gets removed. And as it doesn't do any damage, yeah, it's actually not terribly useful. But obviously, someone can attack it, so it can die from an opponent attacking. I do like it. It has been really, really good to me. So let's pick the cat. Another creature joins your caravan. Cool. Back on the map, some of the creatures in the forest seemed willing to follow you. Very, very nice. But yeah, so we are in this guy's cabin, and he's telling me what I've done, so he's sort of recollecting my journey for me in this sort of a weird way. And who he is, who I am, I don't know. You came across an abandoned sack. You found a squirrel in a bottle, break in case of emergency. It's basically a free squirrel card. Cool. And have a second. Nice. And also a useful implement. I'll allow you to tip the scales with it in the most brutal fashion possible. 3 is as much as you can carry, which isn't really true because you can't have more than 3. I don't know what you mean. Maybe he means 3 of the tongs. That might be it. It might be 3 of the tongs, not just 3 items. Potentially. Right, we have a fight, because obviously a skull means a fight. You were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. Aha, we have some stumps and some boulders, which is, you know, how... Oh, here we go, the stout is talking to me. It was the right play, I get it, maybe you'll help me. Aha, possibly. Play along for now. Yeah, the stout offers a bit of help. You may now see my moves ahead of time. So indeed, if we go up here, we can see that he's going to play a wolf cub down here. The wolf cub, if we right-click, is a fledgling. A card bearing this sigil will grow into a more powerful form after 1 turn on the board. So right now it does 1-1. It's going to go to, I think, 2-2, if I'm not incorrect. However, he's going to move forward into this place, and there's a boulder in the way, so we don't really need to bother with that. And obviously I want the cat, so let's just play the squirrel here. We'll go back, we'll sacrifice the squirrel, we'll play a cat. And now we have a cat. And we can actually immediately play the stoat now, because, of course, the cat can be sacrificed without dying. And I will play the stoat here, because I would like to have, maybe not the river snapper. I mean, it's not bad, a lot of health, but I want a bit of damage. So I'm just gonna end my turn. The stoat attacks the stump. And indeed, the ambitious wolf cub, it ages swiftly. So now you will be aging up at some point. We're gonna pull a card. On this occasion, I do want to pick here, because I want the wolf. And he's gonna throw a bat, which is flying. And he's gonna have 1 turn to attack me, that is true, but next turn I will be able to kill it. So, the wolf. I'm really sorry, Stoat. Very, very sorry. He goes, wow, seriously? And that's the wolf played. We're not going to play that for now. So let's end the turn. I deal 3 damage. Very, very nice. 3-2. Oh, right, you become a regular wolf. So, airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. So, the wolf attacks the boulder, the bat attacks me directly. So my bat flew right over your wolf. Indeed it did. Right, we are gonna pick up... do I want the river snapper? Well, I mean, either way, I'm gonna pick up squirrel. And I'm not gonna do anything. It doesn't matter. I can just place it next turn anyway. So we can kill the bat right now. But now we obviously have a problem with the wolf. So we need to pick up this because it's guaranteed wolf, because that's the thing that we have. So squirrel goes over here, wolf comes into play by sacrificing those 2, and that's basically it for my opponent. And I don't think we really need to do this, but fine, I'll take a squirrel, but he doesn't do anything, so we are done. And that's a bit of an overkill one more time. You prevailed, and trekked onwards past the now bloodied terrain. Cool. We get another choice of cards, and as far as I can tell, you can't not take cards. You have to take cards in this game. Right, the young wolf cub grows into a wolf after a single turn. We know about that one. We also get a meek sparrow, an expensive if feeble flying creature. No, I kind of like the wolf cub. Also useful for this one that we're coming up to now. Because now we can sacrifice things. You stumble into some strange stone in the mist. And indeed, we can sacrifice something. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. So, what we can do is we can sacrifice either the cat or the wolf cub. And I did the wolf cub before, but I'm sort of interested in doing the cat on this occasion. Let me try this. It's not the, I mean, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't work the way I want it to. So we sacrifice the cat, and then we choose a card that we want to sort of. Indeed, you looked upon your menagerie and selected a healthy host, and yeah, indeed, the stoat. So what will happen is when we sacrifice the cat. What an honor, says the stoat. And now the stoat cannot die. I guess the spectacle, but the soul of the cat now lives in the stoat. So now, instead of a 0-1, I have a 1-3 that can actually, you know, help me in battles. Isn't that good? And we are trekking through the forest, and now we get to a totem. It describes my canine cards with the airborne sigil, which is slightly cheating in a way. He's completely insane. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really. And he says enough to the stoat. Only keeps me around to watch me suffer. Aw, poor guy. So indeed, now all of his sort of wolf-like creatures will actually be flying. And he has 2 creatures coming in. That's on the annoying side. So he will come up and attack with 2. Now, luckily, my stoat can actually deal with that. And will kill on the next turn. So, what I am thinking... I mean, it's not really much of a choice, is it? Let's just get the stoat onto the table. Can't do anything with these. And indeed, he can actually... He did help me a bit. You know what? You are not correct, because I can't even place these anyway, because I don't have anything. No, never mind. Let's take a squirrel. Here we go. Yes, a squirrel. The wolf, however, not good, because these two deal 2 damage. So if I place this one, it's gonna die immediately. So on this occasion, let's do the river snapper. So the stoat is alive. Cool. And with the health here, we are good to go. Now I could get the wolf as well, but I'll save the squirrel for now. So we do a bit of damage. That's nice. They come in, attack me. My totem is granted MacLeod the power of flight. So that's a bit on my scale. For the wolf, I'd appreciate it if I have another squirrel. Let's just place you. We'll sacrifice you 2. And now I have a wolf that's going to attack him up here. These 2 are actually going to die. So I just attack those right up, and that's in my favor. You're 4 damage away from winning. Cool. We get a wolf cub. That's not super important. Let's pick up a regular card. I am okay, because I'm just gonna win. It's no big deal. So there we go. Despite your totem that was unfair to me, I still won. Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. Knock on wood. So, yeah, you don't have lives as such. We'll get to what happens later if you actually lose, so to speak. Now we get more cards. A conniving raven, a blight upon the skies. Better than the one that we had before, flying. Another river snapper, stalwart near impenetrable defense, as well as the adder from before. No, I kind of like the idea of having at least 1 flying, so let's go for that one. Now we get a choice. We can either sacrifice something or go to a fire, and I do like the fire, because generally we get to upgrade something. So hello, you came across a small group of survivors, faces shrunken from starvation. They huddle around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire, one said. Warmed by the fire? That will enhance its power, said another. You notice one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. So, Well, I can't really not do it. That's not how the game works. So, basically, we can get more attack on something, and I wouldn't mind, I think, the River Snapper having a bit more damage, because, you know, 1 isn't super great. Sure, the Stoat could be a bit better, but I'd rather have health on the Stoat, to be honest. So, no, the River Snapper gets to have a bit more attack. It's now up to 2. The fire warmed the poor River Snapper, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached toward it. Another glashed your teeth. In other words, you pulled the River Snapper away from the fire and left. They did not get my River Snapper. And it is on to another battle. So on this occasion, it seems like a regular battle. There's a way for both of us. It's somewhere in this foul cabin. Be silent or I will tear you to shreds, damn Stoat. And the Stoat isn't incorrect, because we can, well, not now, we'll do it after this fight. So what will you be doing? You'll be sending a Sparrow and a Grizzly, and the Grizzly, oh, that is 4 attack and 6 health. What on earth can I do about that? I guess I can't do much at all, to be honest. I can injure it with a wolf and then another wolf, sadly. I don't want you to die. This is a bit tricky, but we'll obviously have the Stoat over here, this spot. You sure? He says. Yes, I am sure. Shut up. And I'm not gonna do... Well, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? This is gonna hurt so much. So yeah, the Sparrow is not gonna be able to do anything until they cleared the Grand Fur, but the Grizzly... Yeah, that's gonna hurt. But let's deal a bit of damage. So the Sparrow... Oh, there's another Grizzly. Oh, this might be bad. This might be bad. Let's have a squirrel. We need a squirrel. We need a squirrel to be able to place the wolf. The Stoat is gonna die, so that's sad. Well, I mean the wolf is gonna die as well. So let's do a bit of damage at least. So the Stoat is gone, the wolf is gone, and I have nothing. I mean I can't do the Raven, but I kind of want to kill the Grizzly. Oh, bloody hell, I can't really do anything, can I? No. So basically he's gonna kill me. And I think that this might be one of those meant to lose fights. We'll see what he says. As I completely die. You've lost. Well, using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. And now we can. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. And here we have it, because we are not just playing a card game. We are indeed in this guy's cabin. And yeah, he's just sitting there. And we're just here in his cabin. And it's all a bit strange. So there are things in here. There's this sort of wizard staff looking thing, a bit short but still. There's a hammer, there's a candle here, nothing in there for now. Go over here, there's a clock, we can set the clock. So we probably need to figure out which way all of these goes at some point. Yes, over here there is a very blank canvas, and I don't think we can really do much with this right now, so let's just not deal with that. Also safe, don't really have the number for that right now. We also have more tokens, which is interesting, so we can't do much about that right now. He is basically just tutorializing all of this. Something outside, we can't leave, but we do have some candles. And bring it here. Yes, we will chill out. We have a cabin here, where we need a key. We have a squirrel over here with a knife, but I can't get the knife. And we do need a knife for something here with this. Oh no, I need that one. We can all say hello. Can't really do much, but he is right here in the dark. There's a wolf token, or totem, maybe I should say. There's a light here that we can just snuff for some reason. There's a globe that we can spin. I don't know why we can spin the globe, but we can spin the globe. There's a bunch of weird stuff on it. And for now, that is about it for what we can do. So place the lights here. Now sit back down. Sure, let's do that. Let me explain something to you. That was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? So, yeah, that highlights lives. Because, yes, in each battle we have a couple of lives. So, over here we can either choose cards and then either a fire or more of these equipments, but I kind of like the fire. Kind of like being able to upgrade my existing cards. We have a proud wolf. We already have 2. Don't know what that did. A revived skunk. Stage reduces strength of the enemy. So how does that work? A creature opposing a card bearing this sigil loses 1 power, so they become a bit more weak, basically. No attack on that one, though. That's a bit annoying. And a flighty elk. It moves after attacking. Now, how does that work? I don't think I read on this. So, sprinter. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil will move in the direction inscribed on the sigil, or in the sigil. I mean, it has a kind of a nice stats, doesn't it? 2 and 4. I don't necessarily like the skunk. I mean, it's such a weird power, isn't it? Because it doesn't do anything. So the only thing that it does is basically stand in the way of something. You sort of sacrifice it, in lack of a better word. No, I'm just going to go for the elk. I already have 2 wolves. I don't need more wolves. Let's go for an elk and then into the fire. And over here we have another group of starving survivors. And a room around the fire here as well. Again, adding more to the power of my cards. So, no way, he says. I could get my river snapper even stronger, making it like one of my better cards. Basically the same as the wolf, but with 3 times the health. That's interesting. Yes. Oh, no, come on. That is interesting. I like that. Indeed, more power to the river snapper. Let's get the hell out of here and go on to the first real boss fight of the game. Here we go. Now, everything turns weird. The trees seem to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance, you can hear the clinking of metal on stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. The Prospector. And he is a weird one, isn't he? Okay. Well, he's doing the Prospector again. Easy boss, the mule's key. And he's not wrong. So basically the mule is a sprinter. But if you kill it, you actually get stuff, because it's a pack mule. Regular coyote coming in, and we also have a boulder in our way, which is a bit annoying. Now, having played this boss, I am slightly aware of what is going to happen, so for that reason, I'm not going to play the river snapper. Just saying. We did get the wolf cub, which is interesting. That actually means that I can get 2 cards on the table. You do 2 damage though, so the stove is gonna go first, obviously. That's gonna go here, because he can deal with the damage. And we get the wolf cub over here, I believe. Yes. River Snapper can stay. We deal a little bit of damage. So the wolf pack mule is now here. Doesn't do anything. We will do what exactly? I'll just pick up another card. We get a wolf. Not going to do anything on this occasion, so let's kill that one. A bit of damage to the Prospector, and we already snuffed 1 life. I hope you don't think it would be that easy, he says. And now 1 life is removed, but there's gold in them cards. And what it does is it basically kills all my cards and adds gold nuggets instead, but actually not on the card where we didn't have anything. So, gold, I struck gold, he says. Cool. He also gets a bloodhound. What did you have? When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, a card bearing this sigil will move to that empty space. Okay, fine. So a bit of a taunt thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up a squirrel and also another squirrel, but I can't really do that. No. We're just going to have to end our turn. So he's going to have the Bloodhound go out and remove the golden nuggets, and now we are in a much better position. I will pick up another squirrel. And for now, though, squirrel number 1, squirrel number 2, River Snapper. That Bloodhound is not going to have a good day. No sirree, Bob. That Bloodhound is dead. We're going to add it over here. I need a squirrel, but I also need these gone, so we don't really have that just yet. So let's end the turn, hit the mule. The adder is going to kill this, and that is absolutely fine with me. Because right now I think we're fine. So let's just pick a squirrel. We'll get you in here. We'll get you in here. Wolf comes out. We'll kill the adder. Actually, I'm going to kill the mule, and I'm actually just going to flat out kill him soon, I think. Well, we are going to get the mule. That's good. So let's get a regular card. We got the raven. That's fine. Get the stuff in here. So we got a lot of stuff. Yeah, I could have used these, I guess, but my mule, he says. And I didn't like to mention overkill damage. Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim. So this is basically like other effects in other games, but on this occasion it happens automatically. So that's good to know. Well, lucky for you. And well, with that we've actually just destroyed the Prospector. Not terribly difficult boss, that. There we go. Allow me to light your candles once more. I won't be killing you quite yet. So that's good. We got an extra life back, so to speak. And you're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you're granted an opportunity to select a rare card. Choose carefully. Cool. So we have a largely unimpressive specimen, a strange larva. Does grow up because it's a fledgling, so I wonder how much it grows up, because the wolf cub is 1-1, turns into a 3-2, but what does this do? I'm interested. We also have the level of brutish strength needs no explanation for the Urayuli. Now, 7-7, awesome, but for blood, that is a lot. Without any extra means of getting in blood, that is going to be difficult to get on the table, because you basically just going to have, you're going to have to sacrifice everything, basically. Could be interesting, yes, have a really good one, and of course a Gek, which is basically a squirrel, but with a bit of attack and health. I'm actually going to go for the Urayul. I didn't go for it last time. I actually went for the Gek, simply because of the fact that it is a free card. But I'm going to try. I am going to try and get the Urayuli on the table at some point. Alright, we have moved on, or rather we are going to move on. With the sound of the Prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards into the forest. He says. We are now in another place. Ranks full of rot and mold permeated the humid air. Every step forward was answered by some nearby slip or slither. You tread cautiously, the wetlands. And now we are getting a bit more choice here. There's a path between here, we can see that. There is a proper boss over here. Doesn't that sound interesting? This one... Oh, which one was this? Well, we'll figure it out here, because I am going to go over here. So let's go for more cards, which I might not want. A river snapper, a sparrow, and a mantis. A fervid mantis. Pride claws strike both the left and right. Yeah, those are interesting. So basically, they do 1 damage, but they do it both left and right. So basically 2 damage. Yeah, I'll go for that one. So there we go. And I think... Now this is exciting. We're gonna sacrifice. I'm gonna skip that one. I'm gonna sacrifice the mantis. And guess which one I'm gonna add it to? I'm gonna add it to the Urayuli. Oh, this could be interesting. This could be interesting because now the Rioli attacks both left and right. Do note that though, because it can't go on the side. Well, you can have it on the side, obviously, but the most efficient one or efficient place is to have it in one of the middle ones. Now this one, on this occasion, this totem, what does it do? It gives, I guess, flying creatures a level up, I think. The bullfrog is basically a creature that actually defends against fly. So if I had a flying over here, the bullfrog would actually be the one that I would be attacking. Good to know. But we shall do the regular stuff. So squirrel first, stoat second, and that's a B. No, get it. Yeah, it actually might have been, because it's gonna be... Ooh, that's a creepy hand right there. It's gonna be 2 turns, actually, before I can kill that one. Don't have a free squirrel on this occasion, so we're just gonna have to move along. Do a bit of damage there. The frog hits the stoat, and the bee hits me, sadly. Let's get a squirrel, because I would like to get the... river snapper out if I can. Let's get that one over here. The elk can't go out right now, so let's deal a bunch of damage over here. Bee comes in. I would like to get the elk out as well. Yep, indeed. Nothing too much here. Sacrifice you two, get the elk in, and finish our turn. Those two die, we deal a bit of damage, and actually I think that he has a menace as well, tipping the scales a bit here. We get a wolf, can't do much about that right now, but I think that we are gonna be a-okay. He just plays a bullfrog. I can just pick up this. We're just gonna deal a whole whack of damage, and we are good. Didn't get the Uriuli out, but still, as you can see, I think that blood is only... I mean, even if this needs 2 blood, I don't think that it actually gets me 2, or the 1 blood. How brutal of you. You done me more damage than you needed to win. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. To be precise, a tooth to keep for each extra damage dealt. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. So if we get to a trapper, we might be able to trade in our teeth. Can't really see... Can I see where I have... how many teeth I have? I don't know that I can. Now, let's go over here, because I don't remember what this was. You must make a difference. Oh, right, that's what's going on. Choose not a specific beast, but decide the cost that you wish to pay. So, first we unlock all these. I obviously want a 1 cost. That's nice. Then the omnipresent mole. Bursts and merges to block any land-born attacker. So this is basically indeed just a blocker. Cool. A random card with a cost of 1. What were you expecting? Well, fair enough. So Burrower. When an empty space would be struck, a card bearing this sigil will move to that space to receive the strike instead. That's, I mean... not entirely bad. Now, do I want to upgrade something, or do I want some stuff? Because I don't have a lot of stuff. I wouldn't mind some squirrel cards if I can. And we get this one, which is what I actually wanted. Yes, you can have this as an actual card also as well. 3 blood you can get from the black oat. So obviously we're taking that one. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air, if only for a turn. We can get another on the tongues, but no. 1 more black oath, thank you. Feeling overburdened enough with a few full 3 items, you carried on. Well, okay, fine, we can have 3 items, I guess. We're gonna save those for later, obviously. We now get the Uayuli. We're not gonna be able to place that one immediately. So a squirrel and... yeah, I guess a mole is what we're gonna have to place. So let's just place it over here for now and end our turn. He moves forwards, does damage to not me. Meddlesome mole takes the damage. Cool. We need to bring out a squirrel because I need to sadly sacrifice the mole, and I would like to kill this one. I think yes. Let's just get rid of the bullfrog. He gets more. Ooh, he has a lot of cards right now. Oh, it actually might be that I have to do this. If I do this, how do I play that? Let's have a bit of fun. Let's have a bit of fun. Oh, crap. I can't do that now. Because I want this one, but this only is 3, and I need another... oh, I'm gonna lose a bit of... I'm gonna lose quite a lot. Ow. Is that a life? No, it actually isn't a life. Right, let's see what happens now. The black goat, get it out. Well, you take the field. Let's place you here so we can get rid of those. The Mantis and me, we're not going to be able to hit each other, which is a bit fun. And there we go. Get you out of the way. Oh, is that a life? It is a life. Bloody hell. I played that a little bit badly, I think. Disappointing indeed. So you actually just lose that life and you can't even go on. Yeah, I played that badly, I think. I'm not entirely sure that I like the cards that I have, to be honest. We'll see if I can manage. A beehive. When it's attacked, you will draw a bee, which is potentially cool. The elusive otter submerges itself during my turn, which is kind of cool because it doesn't get hit. And an ordinary porcupine. The sharp quills await those who dare attack it. So that means that once a card bearing this is struck, the striker is then dealt a single damage point. Cool to have, but I kind of like the river otter. I also would like to be able to remove cards, but apparently... well, okay, fine, we can remove cards by simply going over here. So, on this occasion, who would I like to be a bit better? Rather, no, actually... No, get back. What abilities could I move into someone else? I mean, that wouldn't be... I mean, it's both good and bad. The bad thing, obviously, is that it doesn't take damage. So that damage falls to me instead. So I actually have 5 different ones. I have the fledgling one. The mole one. So you, for example, the river snapper, I could give you something. I could give the river snapper the mole ability. It does have 6 health, so moving about might not be a bad thing. I could give a wolf flying. Would it be the worst thing in the world? Movement, I'm not super well, actually, since I'm not super interested in the movement, maybe I should just get rid of the elk. Well, you know what? I think I have made my decision. The mole and the river snapper. So, the river snapper is the one that's gonna get the mole's ability. There we go. We have 1 fewer cards, which is good. And let's move on to another fight, which I shouldn't fail. It would be a bit embarrassing if I fail this. You are sending out a bunch of... yeah, so now they're gonna... rather he's gonna get these secret cards, I was about to say. These ones that are gonna hide. And also a coyote dealing 2 damage. I myself have a river otter doing fairly the same thing. I didn't draw the stoat, which is kind of what I wanted. But we'll draw the otter, and the otter will go over here, because then I can deal the damage to the coyote. And we'll relax for now. Hold your breath, he says. We're gonna take a massive amount of damage, though. Okay, we're gonna have to get a... how am I gonna do this? Because I'm gonna take 2 more damage, and I can't get these out without removing the otter, but I need the otter to deal... I'm gonna take... I'm gonna have to use the black goat, aren't I? And that isn't even gonna be enough. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell. I don't want to use the black goat, but I can't see a way to deal with this. It didn't go this badly, by the way. It didn't go this badly when I played by myself. Went much, much better. I mean, the River Otter is gonna kill the coyote in like whatever I do. I was thinking about replacing the River Otter with the wolf, but it doesn't matter because the River Otter is gonna kill the coyote. I kind of need something to mitigate the damage over here. So since I can't kill these, why don't I do this then? Hello, Black Goat. Fine. Feels like a waste. Feels like a damn waste, but it is what it is. The wolf goes over here. Can't do anything with you. Deal you. So yeah, that was a good play, by the way, because it did get some damage in. So we aren't immediately dead. The wolf is gonna kill the sparrow. I need squirrels. Could have the elk in here instead of the river otter, I guess. Yeah, and that's not a bad idea. If I have it here, it can move to the side. So let's do that. That means that I deal more damage to you with the elk. The elk takes a bit of damage. It's not looking good, is it? Well, we need you. Can't do anything. So deal more damage. Oh, it's looking a bit better, truth be told. I am on the upper hand right now. So let's just draw cards. I can't do much right now. Is that actually enough? No, it's not enough. You're moving back and forward now. That is not enough. I actually might win this, you know. And, well, I will win, because now I actually can play the squirrels. A bit scruffy. A bit scruffy to be fair. But, yeah, this is quite clearly enough. We actually get some extra teeth in the bowl. And this definitely looks like a trap. What is the... did I do this? You were stopped along the way by a trapper. Oh, it is a trapper. Looking to liquidate his pelts. There was something uncanny about his appearance, but you were quickly distracted by his wares. There's the trapper. Care to look at me pelts? Okay, so what do we got? Oh, whoa. Yep. Take a pelt free of charge. What do we want a pelt for? Okay, see the quality. Uh-huh. What does the pelt do? No. Please consider me pelts. I mean, yes. How much do I have? Do I have for the golden pelt? Let's try it. Okay, I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 I have. Okay, I don't know what the pelts do. Well, thanks for your business. Are those for, like, sacrificing, I guess? Yeah, I never got to this guy in my playthrough. The man assured you the value of the pelts. They appear to be useless in a fight, but he mentioned that the trader further on the path would reward you for them. Okay, so can we see where the trader might be? None of these seems like trader to me. I will actually go here because I would like to get rid of more cards, because I'm getting cards. Yeah, okay, can we? Why would I do that? No, yeah, I can't. They're useless in a fight, so why would I? That's weird. Right, again, flying movement. Well, I kind of like the elk because of the damage and health. I could just say that... what do I have? I could replace the river otter with the wolf cub. That seems stupid. I should only have 2 wolves. So what do I want a wolf to have? I could make the wolf be a fledgling and become even stronger. I think it's +1, so 4 and 3. Can make a wolf flying, a wolf moving, or a wolf hiding. That's actually an idea. The river otter, but the river otter is a 1. No, I'm just gonna make one of my wolves flying. That seems fun, right? There we go. We have a flying wolf. Awesome. That swiftly moves us to this boss. Now, yeah. You foul smell invaded your nostrils and caused your throat to seize. A hulking man sat by a brackish pond with his feet submerged in the dark water. He pulled a hook from a pile of rotting fish and rose to his feet. And we have the angler. Go fish. Now, again, having actually faced this enemy, and of course I'm drawing the bloody... God damn it. Having played this one, I do know that it's basically similar to the miner in that, or the prospector, in that the cards that you have out will actually be removed. Yeah. It's fine. Let's play a squirrel. And let's play a wolf cub over here. I think I'm good to go with that. So, deal a bit of damage. The kingfisher comes in, just deals damage to me. Which fish? Hard shoes. And he now targets my wolf, who now became stronger, so he's now a regular wolf. I just need squirrels. Can't do much right now, so deal damage to the prospector. And, are you just gonna take my wolf now? Yes, he did. So now he moved the wolf, and now the wolf is now his. Which is just lovely, isn't it? So that's what he does. So I'm just gonna place the river snapper over here. And the river snapper is gonna do well. Dealt a lot of damage there. I'm taking a bit of damage. And stale fish, horseshoes. I would like for him to not pick that one. So if I place a squirrel, fresher fish, easy, shoes. So what he actually does is he always targets the latest one, and I'm obviously okay with him picking my squirrels. Don't have a problem at all with that. So if you wanna have a squirrel, that's fine by me. I take fish, go fish, and now we have a turn of respite where he doesn't do anything. So let's keep going. He has a squirrel, and what we can actually do is we can trick him a bit by placing a squirrel here. He goes over to that one, and what he will do now is obviously, well, attack me first of all, but now we lose his card back, which is just very nice. So keep picking up the squirrels as I just keep dealing damage. So obviously this kingfisher is always going to be there. He now targets my river snapper. I am going to pick up another card. We get the river otter, also good. That is good, yes. Let's do the squirrel here, the river otter here, and then the squirrel here. There we go. And we should have snuffed out his first life, but yeah. That's the first life, and everything went wibbly wibbly. Too fast, too soon. And now he has grizzlies everywhere, and I'm gonna die. I only have the pelt. I don't know what to do with the pelt, to be honest. I can't even play the pelt. No. Don't get yourself. You need to draw a card. Alright, let's draw a card first. Let's draw a squirrel. Can I play this one? It doesn't make sense to play that one. Let's play a squirrel here, so that I can at least, you know, hide away. We're dealing some damage to the grizzlies, but mostly the squirrels die. And let's place a squirrel over here. And can I... you have... right, yeah, they have flying as well, so they don't even attack these, which is... yeah, I don't think I can win this. I think that it might be a meant-to-lose fight, to be honest, but I killed one of them. But no, we are not going to be able to win this. I think this is a meant-to-lose fight at this point. At least the first time you meet with this one. So, we have indeed lost our second life. Go fish. And... you aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory, though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I would like a memento. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. we can put them to good use. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. Now, I did have a wolf pelt, which is free, so cost of free from the wolf pelt. That's very nice. And another, this time I will use its power and health as the numbers. So, you know, obviously the elk, 2 power and 4 health from the elk. And then a card from which we will extract the sigils, so what they actually do. Now, a card such as this one might be worthy of having the mole one. I don't necessarily enjoy this one that much. It's good, but it's I mean, it's really good for this one because obviously 7 damage in 2 directions. I would have liked you, by the way, around on against the angler. Wouldn't really have mattered. I would have died in the end anyway. But yeah, I could have killed many grizzlies with that. But I kind of enjoy the wolf cub idea. If the addition is the same as the wolf cub, it would get actually 2 power and 1 health, moving it up to 4 and 5. That seems like useful stuff to me. Let's get the wolf cub. Silver fledgling from the wolf cub. And there we go. I never did ask your name, so my name is obviously, if I can fit this, I can, Christopher. Nice. That's me. There is now but one final matter, the portrait. Are you ready? He says as he brings out the oldest camera in the world. You do not need to smile. And we're back. Here we go again. Another challenger. Perhaps it is time. Perhaps you can understand bones. So now we get the next little thing here. A resourceful opossum costs 2 bones. You get a bone when one of your creatures perishes for any reason. So yeah, now we get another thing. Instead of sacrificing creatures, we actually can play creatures as our own dice. And obviously, as he has said, for any reason. That means that we can sacrifice a squirrel and we get a bone. So just keep sacrificing, you get those bones. The opossum is not super good. It's just 1/1, but obviously the benefit of the opossum is that you don't need to sacrifice anything, and that is a good thing. But I think that with that we are fairly okay. I wonder one thing. By the way, can I... No, I don't seem to be able to get into... You know what, let's play this one. Let's play this one. So the stoat is now a regular stoat again. How very, very sad. So, we did get a bone here from the death of your creature. You gained a bone. You do not lose this until it is spent or the battle ends. So obviously this is only for this battle. We can't do much else right now. We do have 1 squirrel, but we don't need that 1 squirrel. I don't know why I placed that here. I should have placed it over here. Oh well. We can deal with that in this turn, I guess. So what we can do is I will actually just sacrifice the stoat. Was I asleep again? No, not asleep. We got the wolf, and we now have a couple of bones, so we can place the possum as well. So we kill the rattler. We start dealing some damage. That one is actually going to kill the wolf. Not too happy about that, but okay, whatever. We get a bullfrog. I don't get my death card. When do I get my death card anyway? Well, we deal a lot of damage there. The wolf is dead. We have a bullfrog, which is the defense against flying. So we will obviously get that in, and that can go in here to kill the rattler. And we should be good to go, because you are not doing anything, and that's that fight done. A bit of teeth for me. And we are back again at the map from the very beginning, but... Oh! I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. And now we again get to go up. It's beside the safe. Right? And we can indeed do that, but can I not... No. I want... Okay, fine. Figurine. There's my figurine. Right, let's get in here. Place the figurine. Let us continue. Where was the... How did I get to the... Can I not go to the... Maybe I can't. Okay. Well, if I go here, can I make it to the... Here we go. Right. A mighty leap, you say. And, well, I'm gonna go right ahead and just show you sort of what are the things you can do inside the cabin. Because over here, wouldn't you know... 273, you say? For the mighty leap. No, not the mighty leap, but no, that is a number that we might be might be useful for us. 273, let's remember that. Coyote needs 4 bones. A rattler needs 6 bones, and a cockroach for 4 bones, and that is when a card being in this season perishes, a copy of it is created in your hand. So you just get more and more of these. Rattler is just a better card, basically. I'm gonna go for a coyote on this occasion. But 273, you know, you're feeding it up again to keep your blood flowing. I will, thank you very much. I'm no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is on road. That allows me to plan your next encounter. But do keep your hands on my possessions. Will not do. Let's go over to the safe. Let's move this over to 2, 7, and 3. And there we go. We have found a stink bug. Oh, hello, he says. I wasn't sure if I would ever escape that iron crypt. Is the toad around? Oh, this not a wolf. This madness must end. Put that away. Well, it's mine now. We also found a key. Now, where have we seen a key? Well, obviously here. So let's open this place up. And what is inside? Well, a puzzle. A puzzle that I haven't really figured out. I think, I mean, it should be how much damage I can deal. So for example, I need to deal 5 damage. So obviously if I do this, we deal 5 damage. We open up the skink. Forgot that, put that there. Very well, you may add it to your deck and I'll deal you 1 every so often. Oh, thank you. Now, this one, we need 5. And I'm looking here at... It's a bit tricky, so... I didn't manage to get this one. So for example, if I have this, obviously I don't deal any damage because this one blocks this one. So it feels reasonable that I do that. That's 1 damage. That's a gecko. I don't know what that means. That one cannot move up. So dealing damage with that is just gonna, I mean... As far as I know, I can't move this. There might be something here, which is that I might have to do something in order to move this one. So, for example, there's a knife. Maybe the knife can actually, you know, flick this up a bit. But right now, as far as I know, well, actually, shouldn't this be enough? Shouldn't this be enough? Yeah, shouldn't this be enough? Here it is. Okay, I'm an idiot. Well, I was an idiot because I didn't do it back then. Right? Formidable creatures, those ants. Very well, I will add them to your deck and make them available for future challengers. So, a worker ant. Cool. And a queen, apparently. And there we go. So, yeah. And also, different. No, don't be lit. Yeah. So, the cabin is obviously... Yeah, I would like that one, though. The cabin, there is some stuff you can do in the cabin. Ooh, here we go. So, what is this? This is... Why have we placed cards here? And this does look like a battle map, if I choose that word. I don't know. Right, but I think that you understand what this game is about, I think. I mean, story-wise, I have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever. And just notice this is the book right here. But yeah, there is something going on here, and I have no idea what it is. But this creepy guy right here, somehow maybe we can get out. Is there a getting out of this game? I have no idea. I also don't know if the first fight against the angler was supposed to be a losing fight, or are you supposed to be able to pick up a deck that can actually do anything about those flying bears? It feels like that was a meant to lose fight the first time around. So if I go there again, hopefully it won't be that bad. But yeah, might have to check that out, because this is interesting. This is very, very interesting, isn't it? Yeah, very interesting. So, you know, if you like deck building games, which is, you know, a lot of fun most of the times, and if you like strange stories presented very, very nicely, because it is very creepy, but it's not, I mean, it's not scary, it's just creepy and odd and weird, and I like that. I like that quite a lot. And the art style is, if a oversimplistic, I think it could be. I mean, they could have added just a few more pixels. It didn't have to be like Ultra 4K, that's not what I'm talking about, but it could have been a little bit more, but whatever, that's just my taste. It does look really good anyway. But yeah, if you enjoy this, definitely give this a look. I think that you should, because this is one of those odd ones that is definitely an experience to play. For now though, this has been Ghostsmith Gaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.